guys, thanks for joining me. Today I'm doing a tag that my friend Samantha, named Chick0104, tagged me in. She actually created this tag herself. She calls this like the Randomness Tag, and the reason she created this was because when I did the last tag that I did, which was called the 15 Weird Questions tag, and I was like, this is not weird questions. She decided she wanted to create one that was a little on the weirder side, and this one is. And I'm actually in the works of making my own tag too. I haven't had much time to do anything lately. Life is freaking crazy for me, and I'm becoming very frazzled and just not feeling good myself. I am insane right now. Honestly, I'm not sleeping well. I can't tell you the last time I slept well. So be patient with me as far as videos go. I don't want to not make videos, it's not that, it's just I have to prioritize my life and get things that I need to be done before I can do anything else. Plus, I'm not sleeping well, and allergies are bad again, and I can't even list it all right now. But I'm going to do this tag, and before I do it, I'm going to say that I tag all of you to do it and post a video response when you do it here. Of course, if Samantha tagged you first, you post it to hers, so I'm going to post it to hers. And if I removed your tag from my last video, and I know somebody removed theirs themselves, and that's fine, whatever you need to do, but I did accidentally remove someone's tag, and you know who you are. Sorry. It wasn't personal. I was click happy on that video, and I'm like, nah, and then I was like, shit, but I'm sorry. The first question is, if you could create your own makeup line, what would you name it? And guys, you can do this too. I mean, if you had your own makeup line, it was successful, you'd be awful rich, wouldn't you? I would call my makeup line the Wiener Dog makeup line, because I love Dotsons so much. I will do the pet tag eventually, and I will have my Dotson in here on camera. She's been on camera a few times, but I love wiener dogs. One day I am just going to exclusively have wiener dogs because I love them that much. And I can just picture it now, be like wiener dog cosmetics, maybe a little daisy on it, and then a wiener dog stretched out in like a cartoony way along the writing. If you steal my ideal, I will hunt you down. Oh, okay, number 2 is, if your hair changed into animal fur, which animal fur is it going to be? I would change my hair into chinchilla fur, because chinchilla fur is very soft and fluffy and very nice. Although I don't like the color necessarily as hair color. It kind of represents being old, unless you get like a black chinchilla. Which there are black chinchillas, aren't there? I feel like a tyrant now, though, that I said that. Like I'm going to murder a chinchilla and put it on my head. I had a chinchilla once, it was very nice. And I mean in a cage as an animal, not I wasn't wearing it. Number 3 is, how often do you daydream, and what are they about? I daydream all the time. I am a very imaginative person. I have the imagination of I don't know, a child, I guess you could say. I'm very imaginative. I daydream about everything, pretty much, and my favorite daydreams are making up scenarios in my head of what I would do as opposed to what I am doing at the moment. I'll give you an example. We were in the game store this weekend because it was my son's 10th birthday on Friday. Happy birthday, Andrew. I know, I have a 10-year-old. There's no way, look how youthful I am. But I do. And we were getting a video game for him, and we checked out, and I'm telling you, I was pressed for time. I needed to get to the party and get everything decorated, and my husband's standing there with the freaking lady at the counter at the video game store, and she's a video game nerd, so he's probably like, yes. And yeah, and I like video games too, but come on, I need to get the hell out of there. So I'm standing there, and I'm like, smiling and nodding and stuff, and I'm just thinking, how awesome would it be if I ran over to that display and just started turning shit over and screaming and being like, oh, I need to go now, because it would be funny. I mean, I'm sure people would scatter and be like, oh my god. It's kind of maybe sociopath way of thinking, but that's me. If you could pick a talent, what would it be? I can kind of already sing well, so I would actually pick to be able to dance better. Because when I dance, I think it looks like maybe I'm seizing a little bit, like having a seizure. So I would be able to dance better. Although I don't think I'm ever going to be able to dance because I don't feel well half the time with my back and shoulders and knees. But some days I feel not too bad, so maybe I will start getting down and boogieing a little more. I just said getting down boogie. Wow. You have a chance to get rid of one color. So what color would that be is the next question, and I'm going to say gray, because gray I find is the ugliest color ever. It's just, yeah. There's nothing nice about gray. What is nice about gray? Gray, when it's up here, is a sign that you're getting old. Gray is just, when it's in the sky, it's just a sign that all hell's gonna break loose and I'm gonna feel like crap. I don't find anything nice about gray, so I would get rid of gray. If you could give a makeover to somebody, who would it be? Is the next question, and why? I don't know, honestly. It's a very hard question for me. I don't want to judge people on their looks because I'm not really like that. Unless you look like ridiculous with your makeup and you look like an ass. I'm almost going to stop myself from saying ass, but why not? But maybe I would give my best friend a makeover because she's always wanted to wear makeup, but she says all the time that she doesn't have time for it. And I feel that I could probably teach her how to do it fast for the morning because she does have a very far away job from where she lives, so she needs to be ready like that in the morning. But she wants to do it. She just feels like she can't. I don't think she needs it. Pretend you created your own world. What is it like? The one thing I want to change about this world is the judgment, the cattiness, the gossip, and the horse shit. And I don't just mean on YouTube. I mean in the entire world. Everybody judges everybody, and I think it's just horrible. Like, everybody is always looking to find what's wrong with the next person. And it's like, why does everybody act like that? Why can't you just like everybody else? And I'm guilty of it too, I understand that, but when it gets to the degree that you actually search people out and you're like, oh, look at her, look at her, look at her, look at her, look at her. And as I said, I'm guilty of it too, but I just wish that I lived in a world where that didn't happen, because I think a lot of people would be so much happier. And I think my perfect world would be like happiness. And I suppose happiness would be completely, I'm trying to think of the word here, just useless maybe if there was never any other kind of emotion. But I just don't like all the depressing and sadness, and everybody feels down about themselves lately, and I just don't like that. It just sucks. So that would be my perfect world. And unicorns and rainbows. What toy is totally creepy or funny to you? I think I like dolls, so I can't say dolls. A lot of people think dolls are creepy, but I love them. Porcelain dolls, I collect them, for God's sakes. Most of mine are at my parents' house still because my husband's afraid of them. He's afraid of Furbies too. Creepy toys. I don't think I find any toys creepy. What about funny? Maybe those dolls that get pregnant and they have the babies in their stomach, and then you can take the baby out and turn it around, their stomach's flat. Like, that really happens, like, automatically as soon as you have your baby, your stomach's completely flat. No. I think those are like really funny and ridiculous toys, is the pregnant Barbies. Why do you gotta be pregnant? Let the little girl be a little girl. I mean, yeah, they need to know that you can be pregnant, but Barbie doesn't need to get pregnant. Number 9, if you could create a Barbie, what would it be? Of course, I would create Paranormal Investigator Barbie. And she would be dressed in like comfortable clothes with comfortable shoes. She would have a digital voice recorder, camera. I think maybe I would give her a laptop and you could push the button and it would be like, help me, and EVPs on there. Maybe load actual EVPs on there, because that would be cool. And then you could purchase separately her friends to build up her crew. So it would be like Paranormal Investigator Skipper, Paranormal Investigator Midge, Paranormal Investigator Ken. But I'm sure Ken just talks all during the investigation, so Barbie would probably go crazy and stab him eventually. because we don't talk during investigating, because not that much, because then you can mix up for EVPs. But then you can purchase separate sets, is what my idea is. So it would be like Paranormal Investigating Barbie's Haunted Asylum, Paranormal Investigator Barbie's Haunted House, Paranormal Investigator Barbie's Cemetery. So that would be cool. And she investigates Bigfoot too. We'll sell like a Bigfoot separately, like a woodland backdrop where he could run around and she could be like taking pictures of him. What childhood habits do you still hold on to? I pick my nose and eat it. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe this. Like I do this when I'm nervous sometimes. Yeah, I've always done this, so it has to be hair twirling. You just wrote a fictional ghost story. What is it about and who stars in it? I actually think it's a really good idea if I take the spirits that I think are in my parents' house from the EVPs that I've gotten, from what people have witnessed, and just write a completely fictitious story about what they do in their realm. I think that would be freaking awesome, and maybe I'll do that one day. The next question is number 12. If you could meet your own YouTube haters, which I don't think I do, but if I do, or one of your favorite YouTubers haters, what carnival game would you put them in? I would actually put them in where you put them on the big board where they're like spread out like Christ on the cross, and you spin them and throw knives at them. And I'm not a good throw. Don't hate. Like, you're so just catty. Grow up. Let's grow up a bit, people. Okay? Mature. If you could create a spell, what would it do and what would you call it? I would call it the housework spell, and it would do all the housework. All of it. Vacuuming, dishes, laundry, cleaning in general, let the dogs out, cook dinner. It'd be awesome. If you could do a non-harmful drive-by, what would you do? I'd take Cupid's bow with Cupid's arrows and I would shoot everybody in the ass and make them all fall in love. And then the world would be perfect. No? Okay, I would shoot candy at everybody, I guess, from like a candy gun, if there is such a thing. Because who doesn't love candy? I was at a football game, a high school football game on Friday, and oh my god, when the cheerleaders threw candy at the crowd, it was like they were throwing gold. Everybody's like, yeah, candy! Even my son, like, he almost like died diving down to get it. So yeah, that's good. If you could transform into two animals, what would they be and why? A fish and a goat. Just to see what it would be like to be a real Capricorn, because I'm a Capricorn, so I'd be a goat on top and a fish on the bottom. Be the fish goat, Capricorn. If you had to go, for women, it's topless or hairless, forever, which would you choose? And for men, the question is bottomless or hairless, and you can't wear wigs, but you can wear hats. Of course I'd go hairless because I'm not going to walk around with my boobs out all the day. Like, I can't do that. That's embarrassing, and no, this isn't the Garden of Eden. But think about it. If everybody's walking around with them out, it'd be normal, though, I suppose. So, but then I hope the men would choose to walk around bald, because I don't want to see that from everybody. No, I said from everybody. So maybe there's a few I'd like to see. Or one. Just one. Because I love my husband, and I do. I'm in so much trouble. If you could rename a movie, which one would it be and what's the new name? Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna sound completely odd to you guys because maybe some of you don't know the real story behind Anne of Green Gables, but they came out with the miniseries and they called the second Anne of Green Gables miniseries, at least in the United States, they called it Anne of Avonlea, but it really had little to do with the book Anne of Avonlea, and that kind of burns me. So I would call it Anne of the second, third, fourth, and probably the fifth book for all I know. I'm only up to the fourth book, so that's what I'd call it. And that's only because I couldn't think of anything else right now. If you had unlimited money, what prizes would you do for YouTube contest? Honestly, I would probably do monthly ghost hunting pack giveaways for that aspect of my channel, and then I would do like monthly some kind of cosmetic giveaway, and I would probably do like bigger palettes or, you know, maybe a line of makeup because it's unlimited money, but I would keep it like realistic, I think, only because, yeah, that sounds good though, because to do that would be like really expensive anyways right now. I don't know, of course I'd give you guys cars, but that's a lot of money. But unlimited is a lot of money too. Boy, do I sound stupid right now. But yes, if I had a lot of money, I would do that for you guys. But I plan to do a giveaway eventually one day soon, so keep watching for that. If you guys have ideas for it, let me know. What's worse? Rebecca Black and her Friday song or 10,000 screaming Justin Bieber fans? 10,000 screaming Justin Bieber fans only because, my god, that many teenagers screaming at the same time? No. I have nieces, and when they're all together, they're all like, na, 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 na. At the same time, I'm like, my head. But I heard the Friday song maybe once because I listened to it to see what the buzz was about, and it's annoying as all hell, but I think I could deal with that over the 10,000 screaming Bieber fans. Okay, number 20 is, if you could ask one question of any ghost or spirit, who is it, and what would you ask them? So I would want to have a conversation with the ghost of Elizabeth I, only because I really admire her and I really like her, and I'm not sure what specific questions I would ask. Maybe we'd have like a ghost lunch and have a sit down and interview with her, but that would be the ghost I would like to meet the most. So one specific question I would ask is maybe why the Elizabethan collars, because they were quite odd. All the rest of the fashion was pretty neat, but the Elizabethan collars were just... So that was that. Please do this tag, it's kind of fun. I think it's neat, and so comment, rate, and subscribe also, please. And if you are subscribed, I appreciate your support, and I will see you guys later. Bye!